Welcome, Falcon fans, to another edition of BG Falcon Hockey Weekly. Ryan Vallon here with head coach Chris Bergeron of the Bowling Green Falcons. And Coach, we'll start off with the weekend last week. It was a split against Northern Michigan to open up the WCHA schedule. And take me through game one. Your team is up, and they end up winning the game 3-1. What were your thoughts for game one?
I was happy with game one. I thought our process was good. I think we graded out at 8 of 12 on our objectives. Really, the only thing that stands out is our power play wasn't very good, and I didn't like the fact that we gave Northern a 5-on-3 opportunity. It was kind of a weird play. You don't really see goalies getting involved all that often, especially down a man already, and unfortunately we came out where Ryan took a penalty and put us down 5-on-3, but I thought we played well. I mean, sitting here after the game Friday night, even first thing Saturday morning, coming back and revisiting it, I thought we played a good game. We did a lot of things we wanted to do, a couple of areas we thought we can get better, and we were excited about Saturday.
Yeah, and then 24 hours later, it seemed like you guys played a good game as well, just nothing was going in the net.
Yeah, I agree. And again, very similar to, I mean, obviously Saturday's a little more fresh in my mind, but very similar to Friday. The power play was not very good. We earned 7 power play opportunities. That's pretty good, including a 5-on-3. We were 0 for 7 on the power play. Didn't like that at all. And then again, we gave up first of all, we gave them a 5-on-3 opportunity, and we gave up a 5-on-3 goal. Didn't like that at all. So other than that, we were 6 of 12 on our objectives, which isn't good enough. But it's all kind of lumped in. We lost the special teams. We took an undisciplined penalty. They scored in the first minute of the third. Other than that, I thought we did some good things over the course of a weekend against a team that I think is a really good team, a team that's going to be heard from in the WCHA regular season for sure.
Now, you mentioned the special teams battle that your team looks to have lost over the weekend. Where do you go from here? Because the power play seemed to have been firing on all cylinders the previous couple weeks before, and then they were held silent. Meanwhile, on the penalty kill, they actually played pretty well. Just 5-on-3 was that little over the edge that maybe they didn't play.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm gonna look at it as I thought our penalty kill played really well. I thought we were doing a lot of things right. Putting ourselves down 5-on-3 was the only thing we did wrong, and executing on a 5-on-3 is a crapshoot anyway, and it's basically rolling the dice. And against a good power play like that, you're gonna lose most of the time, and we did. So the focus was the power play, and I think in this situation for us as coaches, it's let's not overreact, because the 7 games leading up to last weekend we were 34% and firing on all cylinders, as you say. But let's not underreact either. Let's not say nothing. Our preparation last week was poor. I didn't think our power play was very good on Thursday, like our power play session in preparation. We're going to hopefully use that as a motivating factor of those 10 guys or 11 or 12 guys, whatever guys are in the mix, to be on the power play. We just need to be better. They know that, right? We're not telling them something they don't know. But now we'll have to react to it in a good way, where we just go back to where we were in terms of execution.
One of the best players that has to be on your ice is your goaltender. How did you feel Ryan Bednard played?
I thought he played really well. I mean, he's a really good goalie, and it was a really good goalie matchup. I mean, their guy obviously played well, and it's hard to say that Ryan would ever get out goaltended, but I mean, in a 2-0 game and their guy stops 35 shots, and we didn't look at it like that. He made good saves all weekend long. He gave us a chance to win both games, no doubt about it. And obviously we're not going to win many games scoring 0 goals.
Looking ahead to the weekend that is coming up, a long trip all the way out to Anchorage, Alaska. And Anchorage on paper doesn't have the stats that your team has. They're 1-5. So how do you look at maybe coming into this game? Because the travel does have an effect on your team as well to be able to play. It
does. And what we've tried to do in years past and this year is get there as quickly as possible and give our boys an ample amount of time to get adjusted. Get their body clocks on Alaska time. I agree with you that forget about the records, forget about the stats. I don't care. It's a long trip. We're coming off a loss. We want to do better. We want to play better. We know that in years past, Ryan, games have snuck up and cost us and hurt us late in the year. We can't allow early games in the season to do that because we're not ready because of a long travel. We've done this before. So let's go up there with a mindset. We'll get there, we'll get rest, and then we'll go back to work tomorrow and Friday to prepare for Friday night. That's how we do it. It doesn't mean it always works. These are young guys, but that's the plan, and our guys have been through it before, and we're going to ask them to act like they have in terms of their preparation over the next 2.5 days.
Well, BG's next opportunity to be the best version of themselves will be on Friday night, 10:37 p.m. pregame. If you're up to stay late enough to be able to part of the pregame, I will have you covered at 11:07 Eastern as well for the game, and then the same thing for the Saturday night game. Again, if you're one of those basement dwellers. But anyways, we will have both of those games on the Falcon Radio Network, and we'll talk to you next time. Thank you very much.